Do you know that only about 3% of seniors over 70 can still perform 6 extraordinary abilities that define what we might call true vitality? Most people assume that aging automatically means slowing down. Stiff joints, weaker muscles, fading memory, and fewer adventures. For many, the idea of climbing stairs without effort, keeping up with the grandkids, or learning something entirely new feels out of reach after 70. But here's the truth. A rare few defy those expectations. They move with surprising strength and grace. They learn new skills, adapt to changing times, and recover from setbacks in ways that shock even their doctors. These are the outliers, the seniors who thrive while others merely survive. And what makes them different isn't luck or genetics alone. It's resilience. It's lifelong habits. It's a mindset that refuses to surrender to age. They embody a kind of independence that most of us admire and secretly wish for. Think about it. Imagine being able to get down on the floor to play with your great-grandchildren and stand back up without needing a hand. Imagine being able to learn a new technology, video chat with family, or manage your life online without frustration or dependence. Imagine having the balance to walk with confidence, the mental agility to remember names and conversations, the social courage to form new friendships, and the strength to bounce back after illness as if life just pressed the reset button. These abilities may sound rare, and they are, but here's the exciting part. They are not just for the lucky 3%. They are skills. They are trainable. They can be nurtured at any stage of life. In this video, we are going to explore these 6 remarkable abilities that only a small percentage of seniors over 70 still possess. We'll uncover why they matter so much for longevity and independence, and most importantly, how you can begin building them whether you are 50, 60, 70, or beyond. Stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to share practical steps you can start using right away. These aren't extreme workouts or unrealistic routines. They're simple, proven ways to keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your spirit full of joy. Aging doesn't have to be a steady decline. It can be a chapter of growth, wisdom, and yes, even vitality. So let's dive in together. Here are the 6 rare things that only about 3% of seniors can still do after 70, and how you can join them. Picture this for a moment. You drop your keys. Or maybe your grandchild leaves a toy on the floor. You lower yourself down, sitting comfortably on the ground. Now here's the remarkable part. You don't need a wall, you don't need someone's arm, and you don't need to crawl your way over to a chair. With steady confidence, you simply stand back up. For most people over 70, that scenario feels almost impossible. Many avoid the floor entirely because they fear they won't be able to rise again. But for the rare few, roughly 3% of seniors, this ability remains intact, and it says something powerful about their overall health. You see, this isn't just about strength in your legs. It's a whole-body performance test. To rise from the floor without help, you need flexibility in your hips and ankles, stability in your knees, strong core and leg muscles, balance that doesn't waver, and perhaps most importantly, confidence that your body will respond the way you need it to. Doctors call this ability a predictor of independence and longevity. Why? Because the ability to get up from the floor means you are far less likely to be trapped after a fall, far less likely to need constant assistance, and far more likely to continue living on your own terms. It is mobility, safety, and freedom wrapped into one deceptively simple movement. On-screen visuals/cutaways. Elderly person gracefully lowering to and rising from the floor in real time. Anatomical overlay highlighting hips, knees, core, and balance points. Split screen. One senior struggles and needs support, while another stands with ease. Close-up of smiling face of a senior who just stood up successfully. Think of Barbara, age 81. She still gets down on the carpet to play board games with her great-grandchildren. Her friends refuse to sit on the floor at gatherings, but Barbara lowers herself with ease, laughing, moving, enjoying. Her secret? She's made stretching and strength a daily ritual for decades. Her doctor says this single ability may add years of independence to her life. Because when Barbara drops something, she doesn't panic. She bends, picks it up, and rises just like she did at 40. Now compare that to someone who avoids the floor entirely. They may think, "Oh, I just don't do that anymore." But the truth is, when you stop practicing this movement, you lose the ability, and when you lose it, you also lose confidence. And that loss of confidence is often what leads to falls, hospital visits, and the slow decline that takes away freedom. The beautiful news is this: you don't need to accept the loss of this ability. You can train for it step by step. Even if today you can't get off the floor without help, you can build toward it. Here's a progression anyone can start. Begin with a sturdy chair. Sit down slowly, then stand back up. Repeat 5 to 10 times, focusing on controlled movement. This begins to strengthen your legs and core. Move to a lower surface like an ottoman or a low stool. Practice sitting and standing until it feels comfortable. Add gentle support. Use your hands on your knees or a nearby table, but over time try to reduce the help you use. The less support, the more your body adapts. Target your muscles. Add in simple strength and mobility exercises. Hip stretches, hamstring stretches, glute bridges, calf raises, and core tightening moves. These directly feed into your ability to rise with power and stability. Challenge your balance. Stand with feet close together, or on one foot while brushing your teeth. Practice stepping sideways or backward. These little challenges keep your body ready for the unexpected. And here's something most people don't realize. Practicing this doesn't just train muscles, it trains your nervous system. Each time you practice standing up, your brain rewires itself, relearning confidence, coordination, and speed. Step-by-step demonstrations. Sitting/standing from a chair. Using a low stool. Practicing with light support. Simple floor stretches and core exercises. Senior balancing on one foot near a countertop. Graphic overlay. Mobility plus strength plus balance equals independence. Always remember safety first. If you have trouble with your knees, hips, or balance, work alongside a physical therapist or trainer who understands senior fitness. Progress slowly. Celebrate every improvement, and never push through pain. Over time, you'll notice small victories. Standing up feels easier, your confidence grows, and suddenly one day, you'll find yourself on the floor, and without even thinking, you'll stand back up. That's the moment you'll know. You've reclaimed not just a movement, but a piece of your independence. Getting up from the floor without help may seem like a small thing, but it is in fact a badge of honor. It's a sign your body is still strong, still capable, still fully your own. No matter what number is written on your birthday cake. Not long ago, staying connected meant waiting by the phone, writing letters, or meeting in person. But today the world has changed. For many seniors, that change can feel intimidating. Touchscreens, passwords, endless updates. It sometimes feels like a foreign language. And yet, among the rare few who continue aging like they're decades younger, there's a powerful common thread: digital confidence. These seniors don't just own smartphones or computers, they use them. They send photos to their grandchildren, join video calls across continents, pay bills online without needing a ride to the bank, and even discover new hobbies through YouTube tutorials or online groups. This ability is more than convenience. It's independence. It's mental agility. It's proof that the brain is still flexible, curious, and willing to grow. Elderly woman smiling during a video call with family on a tablet. Close-up. Her hand scrolling through photos and zooming in on her grandchild's picture. Animated overlay, icons floating, WhatsApp, Zoom, online banking, YouTube, email. Elderly man teaching another senior how to download an app. Role reversal showing empowerment. Split screen. One senior hesitant and confused versus another confidently swiping and smiling. Research shows that when seniors embrace technology, they stay mentally sharper. Why? Because every time you learn a new digital task, your brain creates fresh neural pathways, keeping memory, problem-solving, and adaptability alive. The secret isn't about being tech-savvy from birth. It's about having a growth mindset, the belief that you can learn, even when mistakes happen. In fact, mistakes aren't failures. They're the very stepping stones to mastery. When seniors view technology not as a threat, but as a tool, something magical happens. They reconnect with friends, strengthen bonds with family, and open doors to new learning. Suddenly, distance shrinks, isolation lifts, and confidence grows. So how can you build digital confidence or help a loved one do it? Start with one simple thing. Maybe send a text message every morning or learn how to answer a video call. Choose a guide. One patient friend, grandchild, or instructor who can explain without rushing. Practice in small bites. 10 minutes a day exploring an app works better than hours once a week. Celebrate the small wins. Each new step, from sending a photo to joining a Zoom call, is progress. Learn with others. Many libraries, churches, and senior centers now host tech time sessions. Online tutorials are designed with step-by-step clarity too. Keep a notebook. Writing down steps, tap here, swipe there, gives you a reference that reduces frustration. Set one joyful goal. For example, being able to video chat with family every Sunday, or joining a virtual book club. Over time, persistence pays off. What felt impossible at first becomes second nature. The screen is no longer a barrier. It becomes a bridge to connection, learning, and independence. Balance is one of those hidden abilities that most people don't think about until it's gone. You notice it the first time you feel a wobble stepping off a curb, or the first time turning quickly makes you dizzy. And yet, in the rare 3% of seniors who continue to age like they're decades younger, balance isn't just preserved, it's resilient. These individuals can step backward without fear, turn suddenly to answer a call, or step over an obstacle with confidence. Their bodies respond instantly. Tiny corrections in the ankles, hips, and core keep them steady. This isn't luck. It's a powerful combination of muscle strength, sensory awareness, and brain-body coordination. And it matters deeply because balance is freedom. It's the difference between moving confidently in daily life or shrinking away from activity out of fear of falling. Science shows that balance is one of the strongest predictors of independence in later years. In fact, studies reveal that training balance and resistance together can reduce fall risk by more than 30%. That means fewer injuries, fewer hospitalizations, and more years of independent living. But here's the inspiring truth. Balance can be trained at any age. Even if you feel unsteady today, your brain and body are capable of relearning how to stay steady. Like a muscle. Building meaningful new relationships and social roles. Proof that emotional vitality and connection can grow at any age. Quick recovery from setbacks, resilience of body and mind, the ability to bounce back stronger. Now, these aren't magical gifts handed only to the lucky few. They are signs, signals of strength, flexibility, brain health, social purpose, and resilience. And here's the best part. They can be nurtured step by step, no matter where you are today. To help you begin, let's lay out a 3-phase roadmap, a path to cultivate these 6 abilities and keep them alive for years to come. In this phase, think of yourself as planting seeds. Your focus is on reestablishing mobility, stability, and simple connections. Physically, begin with gentle strength training and daily balance practice. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day makes a difference. Practice sitting and standing from a sturdy chair, walking in a straight line, or doing light stretches for hips, ankles, and shoulders. Mentally, explore technology basics, sending a text, making a video call, or setting reminders. Don't rush. Each small success builds confidence. Socially, reconnect. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in years, join a local club, or simply greet neighbors more often. Social engagement is as vital as exercise. Visuals. Seniors at a community class, gentle chair exercises, laughter during a video call. Once your foundation feels steady, it's time to expand and challenge yourself. This is where progress becomes exciting. Physically, practice getting down to the floor and back up again, gradually reducing how much you rely on hands or support. Add light weights, resistance bands, or Tai Chi classes for strength and balance. Mentally, push your digital fluency further. Explore online banking, download an app, or learn how to share photos. Challenge your brain with word games, puzzles, or even learning a new language. Balance responds to practice. So how do you train your balance back? Think of it as a ladder, one step at a time. Start simple with static balance. Stand on one foot for a few seconds. Or try a tandem stance, one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe. Move to dynamic balance. Practice walking heel to toe in a straight line, sidestepping across a room, or taking slow steps backward. These mimic real-world movements where slips often happen. Introduce safe challenges. Try standing on a slightly unstable surface, like a foam pad or cushion, to wake up stabilizing muscles. Always keep a sturdy chair, wall, or rail nearby for safety. Add resistance. Hold light dumbbells or resistance bands while you perform balance drills. This strengthens muscles while teaching your body to stabilize under load. Blend balance into daily life. Stand on one leg while brushing your teeth. Rise onto your toes while washing dishes. Practice shifting weight while reaching into cupboards. Breathe and focus. Balance is as mental as it is physical. Staying calm, breathing steadily, and keeping your gaze fixed on one point helps your body align. Each session doesn't just train your muscles, it retrains your brain's reaction time. With practice, your body learns to catch itself faster, reducing the chance of falls and boosting confidence with every step you take. Let's take a moment to step back and recap what we've uncovered today. The 6 rare abilities that only about 3% of seniors over 70 still possess are: rising from the floor unaided, a sign of mobility, strength, and confidence in your body; confidently mastering new technology, showing mental flexibility, curiosity, and independence; maintaining balance under challenge, a safeguard against falls, injuries, and loss of freedom; rapid verbal fluency and mental agility, the ability to think quickly, speak clearly, and stay sharp. Socially, step into deeper roles. Volunteer, mentor someone younger, or join group activities that challenge you to show up consistently. These roles give you purpose, one of the strongest predictors of long life. This is where long-term vitality is sustained. Here, the focus shifts to prevention, adaptation, and variety. Physically, keep progressing. If you've mastered balance on flat ground, try uneven terrain. If you've built strength with light weights, explore safe resistance progressions. Regular health checkups guide your training to match your needs. Mentally, keep curiosity alive. Embrace new apps, hobbies, or creative outlets. Remember, the brain thrives on novelty. Socially and emotionally, evolve your roles. Maybe you start a group, teach a skill, or simply expand your circle. Surround yourself with uplifting, supportive people. This phase isn't about not losing what you have. It's about continuing to grow, adapting with every new season of life, and finding fresh ways to challenge your body, mind, and spirit. When you follow this roadmap, you're not just checking off exercises or skills. You're building a lifestyle of resilience, one that can carry you through setbacks, celebrate small victories, and create years filled with independence, connection, and joy. The truth is, aging is inevitable, but decline is optional. By nurturing these 6 rare abilities, you join the rare few who don't just live longer, they live better. And that is within your reach starting today. If what you've seen today inspired you, don't wait for the perfect time. Start small. Choose just one of the 6 areas we talked about: mobility, technology, balance, mental challenge, social connection, or resilience, and give it 5 to 10 minutes of your day. That's it. Because the truth is, transformation doesn't happen in one giant leap. It happens in small, steady steps, the kind of steps that add up over weeks and months until suddenly you realize you can do something you thought was lost forever. Maybe today you practice sitting and standing from a chair without using your hands. Maybe you ask your grandchild to show you how to send a photo on your phone. Maybe you call a friend you haven't spoken to in years. Maybe you take a quiet moment to remind yourself that a setback doesn't define you. It refines you. Every small action plants a seed of independence, strength, and confidence. And with care, those seeds grow into a life that feels full, connected, and alive. No matter what number is written on your birthday cake. If this video gave you hope, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, or a friend. You never know, your share could be the spark that helps someone else reclaim their vitality. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 6 rare abilities are you going to start working on first? And what's your very first step? Your story could encourage someone else who's watching right now and wondering if they too can do it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Here's to not just aging but thriving after 70, with strength in your body, clarity in your mind, and joy in your heart.